I'm Ethan Hernandez. Also, you guys know me as Pierre. But I got a nickname because there were so many people also named Ethan, so I was like, I chose something so I could recognize more faster. So for my past, I went to Rio Rosales Elementary. I went from pre-K to fifth grade. When I was in fourth grade, I participated in the Rio Math Challenge, which is shocking because I'm bad at math now. But I was in math challenge and I still don't even know how to divide using the long division method. But anyway, the bottom photo right here, this was my graduation ceremony for fifth grade, and this is my teacher, Miss Riley. And she was my fourth grade teacher, but she loved our class so much that she wanted us back as fifth graders. And we were all so excited. But for middle school, I went to Rio del Valle, and the first year was rough for me since I didn't know like anyone. It was all different, and I was trying to get used to it, but eventually I overcame it. And my favorite year there was eighth grade, since I had an awesome English teacher. No offense, Mr. Myers, but she's the reason why I discovered Edgar Allan Poe, and today's rhyme without reason, and I'm going with Jaden, and it's Edgar Allan Poe and Steve-O. So in eighth grade, since COVID hit, but somehow I graduated and I did not do anything online. So my present, I am now an engineering senior at ACE. I spent my 4 years here. Before I came to ACE, I had an interest already in engineering and architecture, and I wanted to do architectural engineering, but I changed my mind when I came here and I wanted to do architecture, but then I changed my mind again and I want to do engineering, and I'm very indecisive, and my mom is also. But even now I have no clue what I'm going to do after high school, but we'll figure it out. So how did I find out about ACE? In middle school, there was like this night where a bunch of other students from different schools, like high schools, came, and they had like booths and everything. And ACE was one of the high schools there, and I happened to stumble upon it, and it was exactly what I wanted. So I went to the open houses, and now I'm here. So my future, I'm planning on, well, I'm going to Ventura College for 2 years, and then I'll be majoring in engineering, specifically mechanical and also automotive tech. Depending on what the future holds, I would like to transfer to Southern Oregon University or Oregon State University, since I love nature and Oregon is my favorite state because of its beautiful natural scenery. But it was also the first state I went to, and my goal is to at least get a job at Haas as a CNC mill machinist operator, because when we had that for engineering, that was like my favorite lesson. I really felt like I was I was getting the hang of something, and it was pretty nice. So my IB traits, ever since I was little, I always focused on the positive of everyone first before the negatives, and I always tried to understand people before judging them, and I would show that empathy and care that maybe they didn't have or they never received, but I enjoyed helping those people, like by showing the care for them, and especially like if someone got talked over, I would at least try to make an attempt and listen to them, because I know how it feels, and it does not feel good. But I want to show that I care, and that one's my best trait. My worst trait is balance. I'm horrible at balancing things out. I've I've always done things that I love doing first, and then put the important things last, because it I have no idea why. But it isn't a bad thing, but too much of anything can be bad. I can't do too much of the things that I love and ignore the important things. So my biggest challenge, me, uh, struggled with assignments, did not ask for help this night, you may know. That's why sometimes I got tests a little low, and I'm planning on retaking it. But yeah, it's always been my challenge has always been me, especially with like getting tardy, sometimes not coming because I was sick. So for my reflective project, I chose the topic of urbanization, the infrastructure projects, and environmental impacts it causes. My question was, is it ethically justifiable for engineers to prioritize urban development and infrastructure projects while disregarding the environmental impacts? What I learned was that there is a lot of pros and a lot of cons for these. In urbanization and infrastructure, they're a really complex and delicate topic, but my opinion at the end was neutral. We, as engineers, must find a way to prioritize ethical considerations to not only help the environment and save it, but also encompass the social, economic, and social concerns that we may find. But we'll find a harmony in which urban development and environmental conservation can be something, and it could be in harmony and have a thriving and healthy future for the community for generations to come. For service learning, since I'm a Jehovah's Witness, I volunteered in a LDC program, which is a local design construction. And what they do is essentially they help construct buildings at a local scale. And what I decided to do was contribute by remodeling the parking structure at one of the meeting halls that we have. And we always had the issue of like parking and the traffic, and everyone wanted to get out, but it would like take forever. And I decided to make a CAD model out of it and just redesign the entire parking lot. And at first, I didn't know what I was going to do, but researching helped me a lot, and eventually I found out I could do a CAD model, and that helped me out completing it and getting those 50 hours. And it also let me use my CAD skills that I learned, which I'm not very good at CAD, but it helped me improve. I also helped with like preparing the area outside because they were going to install new fences and gates. And volunteering really helped me grow my collaboration and open-minded skills. I learned to work well with groups of people and not just force my ideas into everyone. And that's helpful in the future if I ever want to go to a job where I have to have these collaborative skills. For language development and PPS, I studied German for my language development, and the reason I chose it was because one day I wanted to go visit Germany, specifically the Black Forest mountain range, because it's so pretty and beautiful, and it's one of my favorite forests in the world. And my favorite activities were the culinary task, and I made these German fried potatoes. I should have made more because they finished really fast. And they're called the Bratkartoffeln, and they were pretty good. I like them. And my other favorite activity was a cultural choice board, which we made a presentation about the similar and different like cultures, norms, and we have similar, specifically in music and like movies, but culture, norms were completely different. And then my favorite PPS activity was the vision board. For once, I planned out what I wanted to do, what I wanted to accomplish, and I'm sticking to it. And my other favorite PPS activity was the career unit, because I love doing research on things, and I always learn something new, and I like learning new things. So my ACE memories. The most recent one was Grad Bash. I had a lot of fun there, and it was just a fun time connecting with my friends and everyone. You can see we have me and my friends. We're with Megatron. And then we also went to a night festival after school on a Friday. And we just had a fun time, and it was something that 3 of my friends needed. It was me, Jaden, and Jacob, and we needed it. Oh yeah, Jacob got caught by a security guard. So, my advice for my freshman self: absolutely do not procrastinate. I came to school late a lot, and I still did today. And I miss school on important days sometimes. Uh, Either I'm sick or I just didn't come, and that is a very bad thing. I needed a lot more discipline, and it costed me a lot and recovered. It costed me a lot to recover the things that I missed. So, my thank yous. Firstly, I want to thank God for all the wonderful things I have ever received. I want to thank my friends. You guys are the reason I survived high school through all of it. I know we don't all get along, but all that bickering with each other was what made it fun and ultimately brought the group together. I'm gonna miss you guys a lot, and I love you. I want to say thank you to my best friend Ireland, even though she's not here, but she helped me with my reflective project when I had no idea what to do, and just helped me get everything together, and also helped me during a not so good time. I want to thank Mr. G. Thank you for being our engineering teacher. You were a really, really good teacher. I hope there's more people like you out there. And Mr. Myers, I want to thank you for being our English teacher. I know you came in during your last year and a lot of things went on, but you were a teacher that was there for us whenever we needed and had like a little place where we could just hang out and just not mind anyone. Miss Knight, I want to thank you for being my math teacher. You really helped me with math, and especially when I didn't understand it, I would start asking questions, and yeah. Miss Monica, I want to thank you for pushing me to do Apex and just completing it, and also helping me sign up for Ventura College. I was very confused on that, and I didn't know how to do it. I want to thank Mr. Lang for making history a very nice subject for me. I love history, and I enjoyed your classroom a lot last year. Mr. Costa, even though he's not here, he was the sole reason why I enjoyed science. I found that class very, very interesting, and I had my group of friends there, and it was just a wonderful time. And finally, I want to thank my family, beginning with my mom. I love you, and you're the best mom. I know I'm not the best kid. But you're always there for me. And I thank you for that. I want to thank my dad, even though he's not here, he's working, but he was there when I needed him, and he's always there when I wanted to talk. Also my little brother, he's not here, but he's in school. Even though he's mean, I still love him. And, yeah, he's a little troublemaker, but he's my brother, and I love him. My big brother, he put an example for us, what not to do, what to do, the correct things. And even though he isn't the best brother, I still love him. And I want to thank my grandma, my grandpa. My grandpa's here. My grandma's at work. And my grandpa, he's a really hardworking person, and he always pushed me to do everything. And my aunt, you helped me accomplish things that I couldn't have done without your help. helped me with high school, what to do, what not to do. If I need to take certain classes, I should have listened to you more on that, especially with the college stuff. I didn't apply for any other college classes that I should have done. And I thank you for that and always being there for me. You're like my second mom.
I will. I'll track you down wherever you go.
I also thank my other aunt. She's in Mexico right now, even though she wasn't here. But when she did come, she talked to me a lot, and someone who really understood me and things that I needed help with. And I love all of you guys. Thank you for listening.